Welcome all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we're going live for our Week 9 recap and our Week 10 picks and predictions of the NFL season. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Let's go. Welcome all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. UST Nation, we're live in full effect. We are back, y'all, after about a 4-day hiatus, but we're back now. Thank y'all for the love and the support of this channel, man. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, live with the beautiful and lovely PJ, Miss Phyllis Jr. What is good, love? She says, good to be back, y'all. Good to be back. Welcome everyone across the nation, man. Once again, this is Uneducated Sports Talk. We have our Week 9 recap and our Week 10 picks and predictions coming to you guys right now. So far, we haven't done a recap or pick show in about 2 weeks. So a little recap. We did good on one weekend. We did kind of okay on another week. That's all I can say. But overall, we went 7-6 last week. In 13 games, we won seven, lost six. Wah, wah, wah. But we feel good about this week as well. We feel good about every week that we choose, honestly. But in this week in particular, I feel like it's going to be a great week for us in general. What is up, PJ? What is up, fam? What is up, everyone in the chat right now? Thank y'all for the love and the support. This might go about an hour. We'll say about an hour. How does that sound? About a good hour. Because this is one of our double header. We have another game later on following this stream. We have another stream, you guys. We are doing the number 4 TCU Horned Frogs taking on the number 18 Texas Longhorns in a Big 12 matchup with playoff implications in those games. So yeah, we are excited about that, man. What is good? So thank y'all for being a part of the stream. Let's rock and roll into it. See on the top is our week 9 recap and our week 10 picks and predictions, y'all. Yo, I got Eric Wallace's Lowe's PJ fam. What's good? What's good, Eric? It's in the building, man. That's your guy, huh, PJ? And we got the beautiful Megan with Paul Allen Bear and Pete in the building. What is good, Megan? Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate that. How are you doing? She said, "What is up, Paul?" Peter said, "What's up, Paul?" And thank y'all for the love. I appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome, man. Megan and the whole entire crew that Megan represents, Paul and Bear and Pete as well. Guys are awesome. Um, guys want to donate to our channel? We have our super chats and super stickers available. Our donations are on the stream right now. Our super chat leader is Kip Gaming with a one-time donation of $101. Also, if you want to donate to our Cash App is $ Uneducated Sports Talk, and our Cash App donor leader is Mr. Kip Gaming with a one-time donation of $75. Thank you, Keep Game, for that one. And also, if you want to donate via Streamlabs, it's in our description box down below. Scroll down and find our Streamlabs donation link. Click on the link, and you can donate from $1 and up. And right now, our Streamlabs leader is Mr. Kip Gaming with a one-time donation of $556. Shout out to my boy Kip Gaming for the trifecta. The trifecta donor leadership. That's awesome to hear about that. Let's get it, man. You guys are awesome, man. Smash that like button for your boy. I appreciate that, man. We got a goal of about, let's say 40. We got a goal of about 30 to 40 likes, y'all. So it doesn't matter, man. But smash the like button. I got the big homie Travis 303 says hi UST. Did you see UConn beat Liberty? That same Liberty team that beat Arkansas. SEC. Ha. Yeah, I did see that. That same Arkansas team that almost beat LSU. They lost 13-10 today. That same LSU team that beat Alabama. That same Alabama team that lost to Tennessee. That same Tennessee team that lost to Georgia. So yeah, there's a lot going on. You know, those domino effects happen all the time. What is good, you guys? Thank y'all for the love, man. Let's get right into it, man. If you guys want to donate to our channel, that is it. We're at 1,669 subscribers on our road to 2,000. So let's get to 1,670 by the end of today, you guys. I think we'll get that going on. The big homie TJ Tracy 23 said, they said, what is up, USC Nation? It's been a while. Yes, sir. We are back, though, man. The voice is back, you guys. The voice is more back and beautiful. I actually got my beard back, you guys. Looking pretty fun shui, I might say. Looking pretty good. Pretty dapper. You know, I'm feeling myself right now. She said, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay, you guys. Albert Peter says, I'm okay. I feel more than okay, PJ. Thanks for that. What's up, TJ? My right hand man. Without him, none of this is possible, man. So thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Much love to you, man. Johnny says, let's go. Score at halftime. Maryland, nothing. Penn State 27. Yes, sir. What is good, Johnny? Kenny, aka Pizza Forever 24. You guys are awesome, man. Pizzo 90 says, hey, hey, hey. What's up, Pizzo 90? This is looking fine, good sir. Yes, sir. I feel fine too, man. But the voice is back as well. Obviously, we're gone for 4 days. We haven't done a show since Monday Night Football. Maybe because my Saints lost, so I was feeling pretty down. Nah, lie. That's not the reason. I decided to take a nice little break. So I take a nice little break from all the action of YouTube, man. Now we're back though, man. Back. We got a show today. We got a show tomorrow. Our NFL Red Zone Watch Party Part 3. will be available tomorrow, you guys. We'll start at 11:45 a.m. Central Time, and I'm looking to have a lot going on, man. Hey, it says look good, feel good. That's right, man. If you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. That's right, man. So I appreciate it. I got John Clement says, "Yo, what is up, John? Thanks for the love, man. What is good? All right, y'all. Let's get into it officially now. You see PJ's record on your left side of the screen. She is 121 0 1. She don't lose for nothing. It seems like she's always undefeated. And my record, man, is better than what I thought. 77 58 and 1. 77, 58, and 1. So we got some good things going on so far. I'm digging this record right now. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty much digging it right now. Because we started off bad. I think now we'll officially get into that we're rocking and rolling kind of groove pretty soon. But as right now, we are 77, 58, and 1. Let's go to our week 9 recap first, right? This week that just passed by, and then we'll have our week 10 picks and predictions like always. Like I said, I did miss I think 2 streams of our picks in a row, but yeah, we couldn't miss today. We couldn't miss today, man. Let's get it, man. Travis says, has PJ been bragging about how good her record is? Said no, not bragging. Not bragging, because she'll lose her effect if she brags. You lose your effect if you brag. You are first time I ever catch a pick and prediction stream this year. Man, for real, TJ, it's been. You know what? You're all right, bro. I don't really see you on the picks and predictions one. But if you do come in, you come in late, or you say something afterwards. Yeah. So hey, better late than never. I tell you that. Better late than never, because I have these times at like weird times all the time. TS says, "Hey, bro, everything or everyone needs to like the video." That's right, man. You gotta smash that like button for your boy. I've been trying to like hype it up a little bit. So now we got 11 people in the chat. I appreciate that. Makes the Bears are still annoyed. You took the cards, Los. Hey, sometimes that old good old gut feeling just ain't a good feeling. I went with the Cardinals, of course. PJ went for the Seahawks because they had a better record. But yeah, Johnny says week 9. I went 10-3, which puts me 83, 52, 1 for the season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm 77, 58, and 1, man. So, yeah, you're doing much better than I am. But no one's beating PJ, man. She's a 121-01. I mean, take her butt to the casino right now, right? All right, let's go to our week 9 recaps. As always, we have 4 at a time. We'll do 4 games at a time. Week 9 recap. Let's go to you guys. Here we go. So last Thursday we had our Thursday night football game between the Eagles and the Texans. Yes, I got that one right for sure. We had picked the Eagles to win. This game was much closer, but I did say, look, it's the NFL. All these games are, most of these games are gonna be close. And right now, this year, parity is key. We've heard it now forever now through I guess 70 something plus games. This has been the closest it's been as in margin of victory entirety by the whole entire NFL. So yeah, a lot of these games are being very, very, very close, and I dig it, and I love it. I love it. It's rare to see a team blow somebody out. Now you will still get those in the season, but it's very rare to see that. But the Eagles won 29-17. And I like the Eagles how they're winning right now. They're winning ugly. They're winning big time. They're winning in comeback for fashion. So they're showing the variety of ways to come back and win games. And as an Eagles fan, that's what you got to like at the most part. We have a chance to really express how good we really are in different fashions of the field. I got D. Marie says, hello, Carlos. Happy college football Saturday. I'm watching Louisville versus Clemson game. Clemson is winning 24-7. Yes, ma'am. Like I predicted. uh, but yeah, I'm happy about that, though. You know, for Clemson winning the bounce back after that tough loss to Notre Dame. But yeah, Eagles won 29-17, and they're showing different ways to win. Yes, albeit against Houston, but hey, a win is a win in today's NFL. A win is a win, straight up. Like you can't sit back and just say, well, they beat the Texans. No, I mean, you got to get those dubs because if you lose that game, everyone across the national media is going to kill you, right? Eagles took care of business. And right now, with things looking, Jalen Hurts is kind of up there now in the MVP race. the way it's looking in the MVP race. He's up there, so be ready for that. All right, next game on the docket. We won that one, Eagles and Texans. Um, the Chargers won 20-17. We got this one wrong. We chose the Falcons to win this one, and honestly, this is one of those 50-50 games. Chargers and Falcons. And it feels like every Chargers game now being played is a 50-50 game. Now, thank goodness they've won a lot of those 50-50 games. So nothing wrong with that. They've won a lot of those 50 games, but still, they're a type of team that's going to keep you in the game regardless. Falcons were up by a few scores in this game, but the Chargers came back. And then we had the sequence tied at 17. Chargers had the football, looking to go ahead and kick the field goal, but on, I believe, third down, Austin Eckler fumbled. Eckler fumbled the ball in the red zone. The Falcons defender picks it up. He runs down the sideline, and he just drops the football. He fumbles it, so it's back-to-back fumbles. The Chargers get it right back, and the Chargers go ahead and kick the game when the field goal as time expired, and that's how the Chargers won. But the Chargers always seem to win those kind of games now this year, and that's a good thing because let's be honest, the last 10 years, the Chargers. I mean, even with the Phillip Rivers and the Dayton Thomasons, and then we have the now today's Justin Herbert and those guys. They tend to lose the close games, and right now they're winning those games. I'll be the record of I think they're 5-3, I believe. But hey, big time wins, bro. Big time wins, and the Chargers beat the Falcons, and the Chargers are looking to be a top team in the AFC. This is what it is. They're looking to be a top team in the AFC. Yo, we got a $10 super chat bomb from the big homie TJ Tracy 2378 with a $10 donation to our super chats. TJ, thanks for the love. I appreciate that, my guy. Yes, sir. I got my sister says, Kalani Clay says, just saying, hey, love you, bub. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Kalani. I appreciate that. It's been all good. That's my girl right there, man. Um, D. Marie says, just drop to give a thumbs up, like, have a great stream. Yes, ma'am. Take it easy, love. Johnny says, yes, sir, go Birds. And Johnny says, TJ, we made it close on purpose to try and get them momentum against our rival Giants. Travis, I'm sorry, but it's still true. The Eagles have the easiest schedule in the NFL. However, the playoffs will sort all that out. That's true, too. That is true, too. Remind me of a certain Pittsburgh Steelers team a few years ago that went 11-0 to start the year. Max says, Blitz isn't impressed either. Same here. I got you, yeah. But yeah, so the Chargers go, I believe it's 5-3 now, maybe 6-3. Oh, we got a face mask on Bam. I just saw that. Good God Almighty. But yeah, D. Marie says Seahawks fan here. Yes, ma'am. D. Marie's in the building showing love. All right. So our next game on the docket, we got the Miami Dolphins taking on Chicago Bears, and this score really amazed me. Not the fact that Miami scored 35 points, but the fact that Chicago scored 32 points. That really like surprised me on that one. That really surprised me. Miami wins 35-32 in in shootout fashion. Kalani says 17 likes so far. Yes, ma'am. She said, hit the like button, you guys. Smash that like button for your boy. Because the Dolphins Bears game was awesome. I was there. Hey, that's cool, man. I'm glad you were there, my brother. Glad you were there. 35-32 is our score. The Dolphins win by 3. This was a back and forth affair from both these squads. The Dolphins, man. I mean, look, to shut all these haters up, including myself. Tina says, you watching the Bama game? Yeah, I am. I just saw like a big face mask. Like, whoa. I saw a big old face mask. I saw a dude. I'm going to just come off. So, yeah, you caught me. I'm watching that, man. I'm watching the Bama game as we speak in the Ole Miss. But let me go ahead and, I guess, turn it off, man, so I can concentrate a little bit. And we see Ole Miss about to score pretty soon. But, yeah. Um, this might have been Justin Fields' coming out party. Let's be real. Like, this is the quarterback the Bears assumed they were getting when his mega stardom comes into play. When we get the Justin Fields, the early first round pick of his draft, this is what the Bears wanted, and he's that kind of guy that if he can do this on a weekly basis, he's going to be a superstar. But he's got to prove it from week to week. Now, shout out to the Dolphins. Haters, including myself, really said the Dolphins wouldn't really do that much. Although, yeah, they have Tyreek Hill, but they still have Tua as a quarterback. And look at what Tua's doing now. Tua is balling extremely. This is a back and forth affair. Dolphins are still the better overall team. Bears had a chance to at least tie the game at the end and couldn't get it. The Dolphins defense just got shredded. Bears defense got shredded. We knew the Bears defense might get shredded because it was an afternoon game in Chicago, not too cold. It was still sunshine outside, so the Dolphins took advantage of that weather. This game was played maybe about 4 or 5 weeks after last week. Then it might have been a different, whatever, a different kind of game. But man, shout out to both teams coming out there balling. The Dolphins did win, though. The Dolphins are staying afloat in the AFC. Bears dropped again in the NFC North. But hey, wild card is available for anybody. And then, of course, our last game on this docket, the Cincinnati Bengals destroyed the Carolina Panthers by a score of 42-21. It was 35 nothing at halftime. And you could thank Joe Mixon for all that. Joe Mixon, not one, not two, not three, not four, but five tutties for Joe Mixon. If you had Joe Mixon in your fantasy, you just about won that. He was giving all fantasy owners like 60 points, bro. Like crazy, godlike numbers in fantasy. Uh, but anyways, 35 nothing, and not a lot from Joe Burrow in the receivers because they didn't have to. It was all mixing 4 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. So Bengals took care of the Panthers after that big win the Panthers had got the week prior. You figured, okay, uh, they would come back. No, or not the big win, the OT loss, excuse me, to the Falcons. But you thought that they might come back with more passion, more fight, and they did not, man. So yeah, 42-21. Baker Mayfield came in for PJ Walker. Got a few touchdowns at the end. 3 straight scoring drives. But as we saw for this Thursday that just passed between the Panthers and the Falcons, there was no quarterback change. And I respect that too. Um, she said it is a good game. Yes, sir. Johnny said if Josh Allen isn't the same after the injury he suffered, do you think the Eagles could win it all? Ah, man, that's tough, man. I would say yes, of course. The Eagles win it all right now, even with Josh Allen's. If he's not injured, the Eagles can still win it all. She says, "Ole Miss just scored." Yes, sir. That's all you into college football too. I thought you were just into NFL. Oh no, I like college as well, man. Especially when you got money on the line for a lot of these teams. Yeah, I'm very fairly invested into these college games when you put money on the line for these games. Yeah. Becky says Trojans got the result, but Travis Dye is out for real this season. Yeah, he is. I saw that earlier. Saw it on ESPN. All right, that's our. So we picked the Eagles to beat the Texans. We picked the Falcons to beat the Chargers, but the Chargers won that. We picked the Dolphins and the Bengals. So we were 3-1 in this docket. Oh, my bad, Travis. You were asking TJ that. I got Daniel Barry Sports Highlight says, "Yo, what's up, Daniel? Thanks for the love, man. You guys are awesome. Here goes now our week 9, our second area. Let's go, y'all. And look, don't call me crazy, but a game that I got right. I picked the Lions to beat the Packers, and the Lions did just that. They went by a score of 15-9. Now, honestly, in Detroit, and the way that the Lions offense plays at home, I really thought it'd be a shootout. I picked the Lions to win 30-23. The Lions won by their defense, which I thought would never happen this year. Is it good defense by the Lions or is it bad offense by Green Bay? Now you're starting to wonder what is going on with Green Bay? What in tarnation is going on with the Green Bay Packers? Aaron Rodgers, 3 interceptions all in the first half. And I mean, 2 of them were bad. One was tipped in the air, but 2 were bad. And you wonder if they scored a touchdown in the beginning. This might be a completely different ball game. But I'm starting to worry about the Packers coaching staff. Why isn't Aaron Jones getting the ball at all? That is my question. Why isn't Aaron Jones getting the football at all? It seems like it's kind of mind boggling that your best player, which is Aaron Jones, is not getting the football, which would drive me crazy if I was a Packers fan. Uh, the Lions, though, they played some great defense. Aiden Hudson is a beast at the defensive end. He's probably not going to win defensive player of the year thanks to Sauce Gardner. I mean, defensive rookie of the year thanks to Sauce Gardner. But he's going to be a dog for the rest of his career, man. Aiden Hudson is a beast. I'm loving what he's bringing to that table, bringing pressure uh, from that front four against the Packers. But still, Aaron Rodgers. This is more about the Packers. That loss, boy. If it didn't shut the season down, there's a small crack left. I got Daniel McKean says, "Hi, what's up, Daniel?" Johnson, I ate half-pound beef and cheddar from Arby's today, and I feel so dehydrated. Tina says, Packers just suck. Travis says, I think the Bears will beat the Lions. I think Fields will run all over the Lions defense. That game last Sunday said more about the Packers offense than the Lions defense. Thank you, sir. I feel kind of the same way because this Packers offense it looks bad, and I feel bad because the defense is pretty good this year. So we got that game right. They win 15-9. The Lions do. Next game on the docket, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at home against the Las Vegas Raiders, and we got this one right as well. We picked the Jaguars to beat the Raiders, and the Jaguars did just that. Now, mind you, the Raiders have had a hard time keeping leads. What are you doing? I'm not talking about a 3-point lead, a 1-point lead. We're talking about double-digit leads for Las Vegas. This is their third time this year. They've been up by 17 or more and have lost the game. They were up 17 nothing, right? The Jaguars scored at the end of the first half to make it 17-7. I said to myself, yep, that's all the Jaguars needed. Let's get in the end zone one time, and we're good. And guess what? The Raiders imploded. Only 3 points in the second half. Jaguars scored 20 points, and you could thank the big homie Travis Etienne, or as the world calls him, Travis Etienne, has been a star the last month of the season for the Jaguars. They have found their running back, which made it fairly easy for them to trade Robinson to the Jets because they got their guy in Travis Etienne. He has been amazing, not only running the football, but catching the football as well. He has been that back for the Jaguars, and he looked good. Another game of over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown for Travis Etienne. My man has really changed the way he's played and has given the Jaguars a major home run threat at the running back position. So the Jaguars came back, won that game. Not only did Etienne look good, but when you got Trevor Lawrence in that last game they played, I forgot against who already, but people were starting to doubt Trevor Lawrence. I'm like, no, Trevor Lawrence is going to be a star. Just give him time. It's only his second year, but he has all the tools. I do like how he's playing this year, and the Jaguars are going to be a tough out for anyone from this point on to the season. Axe Kansas City. Maybe next week we'll find out, you guys. If they can play the Chiefs tough, which might be their toughest game of the season after that. Well, but yeah, we'll find out. The Jaguars win 27-20. The Raiders, abysmal 2-7 now. Season probably done. Raiders are probably done. They're done. Jaguars go to three, like what three? Oh Lord, what are they? 3-5-1 now, something like that. I got Jerry Poor Jr. in the building. Says Carlos and PJ UST. Hey y'all, what is good? You ready, love? She wants to do it. Representing my boy Jerry Poor Jr. The OG Jerry, 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 Jerry. Got Jerry Poor Jr. in the building showing that love. What is up, brother? Johnson, we're at 23 likes. Yes, sir, John. I appreciate that love, man. Let's go. So, yeah, we have picked the Jaguars to be the Raiders. Jaguars won. Now, I'm so in love with this Patriots defense right now. One, because I had them in my fantasy, and they gave me 60 points in my fantasy. Yes, my fantasy weighs heavily on defense. I got 60 points from that Patriots defense. They demolished the Colts, and the Colts are going through a bunch of craziness. We're going to talk about that in about 30 minutes, how the Colts are delusional, but it might work. You never know, right? But the Patriots beat the Colts 26-3. It's all about defense. They scored on defense, a touchdown. They sacked Ellinger a billion times. And, yeah, the big homie Frank Reich got fired. And I said it the last game when they lost to the Commanders. I thought he'd be fired then. I was surprised they gave him 1 more week. Well, they fired him in the after this game. And look, you kind of saw it coming. After you bench Matt Ryan for Sam Ellinger, you bench Matt Ryan. You say, you know what? Yeah, we want to go with the kid, Sam Ellinger. He's going to give us our best ability when 2 weeks prior, Matt Ryan had threw for almost 400 yards passing. So I didn't get that part. But, hey, it is what it is. Patriots win 26-3, and the Patriots will always win. Look, when it's Patriots versus trash teams or bad teams, the Patriots will just about annihilate those teams. When it's the Patriots versus a decent team or a good team, that's when the Patriots suffer, right? But at least they know how to win the winnable games, right? That's why I always give credit to Bill Belichick and the staff for keeping these Patriots ready. They don't lose games they're supposed to win, right? Like really supposed to win or dominate. They dominate those games, and they win 26-3 at home. Patriots, man, hey, they're like 5-4 now, something like that. So, hey, look out for the Patriots. We have now might have been our shocker of the week, but if you're a Jets fan, are you really that shocked anymore? The Jets beat the Bills 20-17. We had picked the Bills as all of America. If you said you picked the Jets, you must be a diehard Jets fan. I'm talking about born in the stadium of New York to be a diehard Jets fan and pick them to beat the Bills. 20-17 to score. That Jets defense is for real. We talked previously about Sauce Gardner and what he brings to the table. This kid is already looking like defensive rookie of the year. Sauce Gardner, as the Jets fans call him. Oh, that guy Sauce Gardner. That is a great cornerback. He's the number four overall pick, and boy, he's looking like a top five pick for sure. He's going to be a beast. I did call him so damn good. Uh, uh, when the draft was going on, I was like, whoever gets this kid is going to have a great player at cornerback, someone who can literally shut down one half of the field. You got a guy like that. After that big long play, gave it to Diggs the first play of the game, which went 42 yards. After that, it was all she wrote, man. Sauce Gardner put a clamping on everyone he was against. Stephon Diggs and that Bills offense could not get going after the first half because they were up, I believe, 17-3. Josh Allen was looking good. Now, mind you, this is back-to-back games where the Bills had a good first half and got completely shut down in the second half. Is that a cause for concerns? I would say yes because the Packers aren't a good team on paper. On paper, yeah. The Jets aren't a really a good team on paper, and both these teams in the second halves have dominated the Bills. So if I'm a Bills fan, I'm kind of worried now, just a little bit. Uh, you won the Green Bay game, but you did lose this Jets game. And mind you, in the AFC, if you're the Bills and you talk about hosting playoff games, you want to be the one hosting the AFC championship game. And you already did your part by beating the Chiefs, but now you can't lose these kind of games to the Jets. Jets are looking like a really good team though. Jets go to I believe 6-3. Bills drop down to 7-2. And Josh Allen, he got hurt at the end of this game. He got hurt. His elbow. Oh, my bad, PJ. I almost knocked you down, girl. Lord, I'm trying to give you the people's elbow myself, huh? If you smell what Los is cooking, I can't do the eyebrow thing. I can't do it. It sucks. Anyways, uh, but yeah, the Jets win this game. It's a big win. So now the Jets and that defense with Robert Saleh. I love teams that embody their coach. The Jets embody Robert Saleh as a defensive-oriented team, and they're just doing what they need to win. Doing what they need to win. Travis says, "Sure, I'm getting tired of all the loss in the sauce jokes. People who think they're clever. The loss in the sauce jokes is getting as played out as Houston. We have a problem with anything involving a Houston team. Are we going to hear nothing but that for the next decade? Lost in the sauce, baby. Might just get it, yeah." Jerry says, "Look at the Giants and they playing ball." Yes, sir. Is that a second concussion? Oh no, I know. I just missed her. I just missed her. She almost fell down. She's good though. She's good. She's good. I know I was close, but hey, I didn't hit you though. We're good. We're good. I almost hit it with the people's elbow, you guys. You know what I'm saying? The Rock taught me that. Let's go. Oh look. So obviously we got the Lions one right, Jaguars right, Patriots right, but somehow we couldn't get the Bills right. Yeah. So yeah, we lost. We went 3-1 in that column as well. Let's go to our next one. All right. And this is where things start to really go down for us big time when it comes down to our picks and predictions. We really failed at this one. We picked the Commanders to beat the Vikings. The Commanders were up 17-7. Um, late early in that fourth quarter, Vikings, man, just like the Eagles, finding ways to win games. And the Vikings, just like the Chargers, are the two teams that the game was close, they are most likely going to lose, right? But now the Vikings and the Chargers are both two teams that are winning these close games. The Chargers found a way to come back and beat the Commanders. The Commanders kind of shot themselves in the foot. You got Taylor Heineke, who was looking like, the Washington savior, and he threw that late interception what was the score, man? It was 17-10. He threw the interception, and Vikings had it deep in their in the Commanders' territory, and they wound up scoring a touchdown. Shout out to Justin Jefferson, looking like a freak of nature, man. This guy just finds ways to get open every single game. My guy finds ways every time to get open, and he sure did that, man. He had well over 150 plus yards receiving again for Justin Jefferson, looking like the best receiver in all of football. And we had the Vikings win 20-17 over the Commanders. So we got that one wrong. Another one we got wrong. The Seattle Seahawks defeat the Arizona Cardinals by a score of 31-21. I know that Megan loves hearing that. I got that one wrong for sure. I picked the Cardinals to beat the Seahawks. I just felt like the Cardinals, it's a game they should have won. And nope. Look, y'all, Seattle is the real deal. I'm finally going to admit it now. They are the real deal. They look good. They look like they're a playoff bound team. And because of their defense has really surprised me. The defense won, and Geno Smith, the resurgence of Geno Smith, has really surprised me as well. Got the same weapons. Geno Smith's got Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, and now we have the emergence of Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker's looking good for the Seattle Seahawks, and he's over 100 yards in like 4 straight games, getting tutties as well. Looking good. The Seattle Seahawks win 31-21. Their balance on offense is really key for these guys right now. First of all, time of possession looks good for Seattle. They are running the football. They're getting first downs. They're keeping drives moving. Shout out to Geno Smith and company. And the Cardinals. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Cardinals right now. Even the return of DeAndre Hopkins, on the time they look good is when they played the New Orleans Saints, right? But Hawkins, come back with a vengeance on the Saints, and that's about it. Ever since then, he's played well, but the entire team has not. Their defense looked bad. Their offense looks okay. Cardinals are struggling, but the Seattle Seahawks took advantage of all that, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Seahawks squad now. They are, because of the loss by the Rams against the Buccaneers, we're going to talk about. The Seahawks have now a 2-game lead in the NFC West. Boy, if you saw that coming, you a liar. You a liar. But shout out to the Seahawks, man. They are balling right now. And I'm now finally a believer. Makes it the Bear is calling the attorneys against Los. I bet they are. Makes the Bears are still pissy about that game, Los. Hey, man. It's all love. You guys won. Megan says, love that bragging rights over my brother for a year. Yes, ma'am. Amen to that. And speaking of those Rams lost to the Buccaneers 16-13. These are two really good squads that just are not good this year. I cannot call it. Don't know what to say. I got Ron Duffney says, yo, PJ, what is up, Ron? She said, what's good? What's good, Ron? But yeah, the Buccaneers win 16-13. I'm happy because my guy Cooper Kupp got me a buku bunch of yards in that game for my fantasy. So I won fantasy. Thank you, Cooper Kupp. But outside of that, yeah, the Buccaneers won 16-13 in a weird kind of game. Tom Brady and company struggled for about, man, 3.5 quarters. Really did. Rams defense on them, but man, shout out to the Buccaneers defense as well. So they pinned the Rams down with a less than a minute to go. Buccaneers have have 2 timeouts, I believe, something like that, right? Rams have it first down, they run it, they get stopped. Bucks call timeout. Second down. Rams have it. They run it again. They get stopped for a 1-yard gain. Bucks call timeout again. Still about a minute and 40 something to go. If I'm the Rams from the 3 or 4 yard line, you run the ball again. You drop that thing to about a minute left, and then you kick the field goal because you kick the punt. You punt it away because the Buccaneers have got to go for a touchdown, not a field goal. Mind you, the score is 13-9 at this point. Well, nope, they want to try to go and throw it on third down. They want to go for the win. And look, that's Sean McVay's way, whatever. But you knew how your offense was struggling all game. They throw it incomplete. You give Tom Brady about a minute and 30 to go, with about 50 yards to go for a touchdown. We've seen Tom Brady do that in worse conditions, in worse areas, and he's done that. So yeah, uh, Travis says like the Rams tried to get that game away. They did give it away. I would have ran the ball once again and had Brady with about a minute, with 1 minute to go. He probably still win the game, but man, now that's at least 4 or 5 plays gone from the Bucks arsenal against that Rams really good defense. The Rams effed it up pretty much, and the Buccaneers win 16-13. Bucks now go to 4-5, and they are still on top of the division. Crazy, right? And the Rams, they go to I believe 3-6, and it's looking worse and worse for the Rams as we speak. Sunday night football. We finally got a game right up. We had the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Tennessee Titans by a score of 20-17. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yo, but first we got a $10 super chat bomb from the big homie John Clements showing love to his Chiefs. He says, "How about those Chiefs? They sure didn't. How about look. This is why Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the game right now. I said this, my guy single handedly won this game. Things were looking mute as we have our super chat bomb right in the middle of my face. Thank you, John Clemens, for that $10 super chat. I appreciate it, man. As all love. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir. We have the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, down the entire game, where it looked like the Tennessee Titans, over the years, the Titans have done fairly well. I ain't gonna lie, the Titans done a great job against the Chiefs over the last couple years. So you figured this might be a game. It was kind of close, but I figured that talent-wise, Malik Willis coming in, it's on his second start of his NFL career, and we thought that he might struggle. But hey, the Titans went to the basics, man. Run the damn ball with Derrick Henry. They did that. Derrick Henry had a monster game, as we kind of assumed he would. He had a monster game, over 100 yards rushing, had a touchdown, and things were looking good. I believe the score was 17-9. And look, Pat Mahomes took it upon himself, drove all the way down the field, and scored via rushing touchdown and a two-point conversion as time expired was that rushing touchdown. Two-point conversion, tied it at 17. And of course, the Chiefs win in overtime by a score of 2017 thanks to game-winning field goal by Harrison Butker. But Pat Mahomes, you see the score 20-17? Did you realize Pat Mahomes threw for over 400 yards in that game? I've never seen a 20-17 score and a quarterback in that game threw for over 400 yards. Really? Crazy. Crazy. Man, but it was a great game by the Chiefs defense. They look Malik Willis or Tan. These are one of the games I think if Tannehill plays, the Titans probably do win. Maybe. But then it is Tannehill, so they probably still lose. But yeah, Malik Willis is a guy that's got to come into his own, and he's had a tough start against the Chiefs, man. But you got Derrick Henry back there, and they try to run Derrick as much as you can, but there's only so much you could do with a running back against a really good team as the Chiefs. And Pat Mahomes, I mean, he just went out there slanging that rock, man, over 400 yards pass, only one touchdown pass and a touchdown run. But I mean, this guy is incredible, man. Shout out to Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in all of football. I said what I said. Travis, speaking of run the damn ball, where was this Tennessee game in week 1 when I needed them to run the damn ball? You're right about that. Who did they lose to again? I know that was part of your live pick'ems or something like that. Dark Striker 628 says, "Let's go, jeez." What's up, Dark Striker? Ron says, "No Pats. We just talked about the Pats, Ron. You missed them. You missed them. We did. We talked about the Patriots already." All right, y'all, let's get it, man. Let's go to our last game and talk about my Saints, y'all. Wow, wow, wow. Monday Night Football, we had the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. And, man, look, that Saints team, it looked the best it looked all year. Last week as the Raiders, they won 24-0. But how they won, they went by the book. You ran the ball. You had a lot of Kamara. a lot of Taysom Hill. Let me tell you how ass backwards the Saints team is, man. I love my Saints. I love my Saints, man. But when I always call it how I see it, man. First of all, shout out to the Ravens, man. Pay that man Lamar Jackson. That team looks good. Kenyon Drake looked good. Almost 100 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns for the Ravens in that game. Jackson almost 80 yards rushing, and pretty much a balanced style of offense, a balanced style of defense for the Ravens. But when it comes down to our play calling for New Orleans Saints, it really ticks me off. I'm gonna go a quick first drive, y'all. First drive is 3rd and 1. By any means necessary, get the first down. And when I say any means necessary, that any means has to be Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill 3rd and 1 is 11 for 11 for the year. 3rd and 1, we go single back formation, running with Kamara, and he loses a yard, and that's gonna be a punt to the Ravens, right? And after we just shut down the Ravens on their first drive, so all right, whatever. We get the ball back. It is 1st and 10. Guess who's playing quarterback? Taysom Hill. Why did you have him a sneak? Taysom Hill's a fullback playing quarterback. Sneak it with him on 3rd and 1 every single time you get a first down. But no, they just think outside the bun. Stuff like that drives me crazy. Anyways, that happened when you make the Saints one-dimensional, which means you're taking out Kamara in his running game now. You're taking out Taysom Hill and what he does best for this team, and you're putting the ball in Dalton's hands. You'll get a bunch of tip passes, a bunch of interceptions. Not looking good, man. So the Saints can win, but there's a certain way to win. And the Saints aren't doing that. But the Ravens, with that blitzing off the edge gap with their cornerbacks and linebackers, it really messed up Dalton and that Saints O-line. And by that time, it was murder she wrote. Shout out to the Ravens. They win that. We lost that game. We went 7-6, you guys, for our picks and predictions for week 9. It was bad. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Ron says they are not playing tomorrow. No, sir. Patriots are on a bye week, you guys. But week 9, we had the Cowboys, Browns, Broncos, Giants, 49ers, and Steelers all on the bye week. But those 6 teams are back now for week 10. Travis says, the way you speak of this game reminds me of how I spoke of Titans Giants. They could have run Henry on 3rd and 1 late, but no. You're right, man. This is weird. Like, you got Taysom Hill 3rd and 1, run the ball. But then the next possession, the first one of the possession, 1st and 10, Hill's playing quarterback. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense, right? Let's go. All right. If you guys are ready for our week 10 picks and predictions, just put a hand in the chat. Throw up the hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. I got John Smith. I love the new hat, man. Fits good and quality is awesome. Thank you, my brother. That's right, y'all. John had just purchased himself a Uneducated Sports Talk hat, and he showed it to me on Facebook, and it looks good. It does. So thank you, John, for that purchase. If you guys want to go ahead and get you some of our merch is available in our description box down below. Just find our Streamlabs merch link. It's going to be sponsored by Streamlabs. It's our UST merchandise link by Streamlabs. Find that link, click on it, man, and you can get yourself hoodies, long sleeves, beanies, hats. We got tumblers. We got it all, you guys. Come check it out, man. Ron says, I like it. Yes, sir. We like you too, Ron. So if you guys are ready for our week 10 picks and predictions, let me know, man. Travis says, and no, I still haven't gotten over that game. Effing Titans, man. Got shot the first week of the year. Damn it, boy. That is crazy, man. Uh, if you guys are ready for that, man, put a hands in the air, y'all. Put a hand in the chat. Let me know if you guys are ready for our week 10 picks and predictions. And we're at 24 likes, by the way, y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate that. I guess I put my own damn hand up there then. I guess not. I can't. All right. Yo, I got generic ball man with a hand in the air. Oh, he's got the Spock from Star Trek. Yes, sir. What do they say? Peace and harmony. Whatever they call that. Hi, I forgot. Let's get it, y'all. All I need was one. Let's get it, man. All right, our week 10 picks and predictions are not now, but right now. Start with our first four on the docket. Let's go. All right. So, if you guys didn't know, man, I did pick the Panthers to beat the Falcons on Thursday night football. I kept hearing about how it was going to be rainy and nasty. I thought about the running backs. I thought about Foreman for the Panthers. PJ Walker is going to be the starter, I heard. I said, you know what? It feels like it's a divisional game. It's going to be rough and tough. And it feels like a game that the Panthers should win. I picked the Panthers to win. Even I told TJ right as the game started, I said I'm picking the Panthers to beat the Falcons. And I did say, what was the score, TJ? I forgot the score was, man. I picked the Panthers to beat the Falcons. I forgot the score though, but it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna lie to you guys. It was like 22 to 15, something like that. I picked. I forgot, man. But anyway, the Panthers did win though, 19 to 13. No, I picked them to win 19 to 13. Excuse me, I picked them to win 19 to 13, but the final score was 25 to 15. Yeah, Jared, thank you, brother. It was 25-15. Yeah, but I picked 19 to 13. Panthers win. All right, so I was getting confused for a second. Let's get it, man. So we already 1-0 for week number 10. Now let's get to our other week 10 picks. Our first game, we have the Seahawks and the Buccaneers going all the freaking way to Germany to play this game. As Travis Oklahoma State is up on the Iowa State 7-14. I bet OSU is glad to be out of Kansas. They are, man. They are. 23 to 20 is our score. Buccaneers, in my opinion, will win this game. I think. Look, it's one of those, man. Are you for real? Are you a for real kind of team, Tampa Bay? Like that loss, that one you got over the Rams. Was it flukish? Was it more of a Rams just giving it to you, or did you take it? I feel like the Buccaneers have got to win this game to really show the world we are still that same Buccaneers squad from last year, last 2 years. Seattle, not going to go out without a fight, though. Not going to go out. So this is more of a 50-50 game. And at the beginning of the year, I would have never said that. 50-50 game. Toss up. This Seahawks defense is playing very well. But that Buccaneers offense has been playing boo-boo like. Something's got to give, right? We're going with the Bucks to win 23 to 20. Final score 23 to 20. Buccaneers win this game barely. Our next game on the docket, Minnesota Vikings at the Buffalo Bills. And I'm telling you right now, I was going with the Bills to win this game with or without Josh Allen. With or without Josh Allen. I was saying the Bills will win this game regarding now Josh Allen's going to play in this game. It's at Buffalo. But boy, if the Minnesota Vikings can win this game, they will really show me something. But the last time I felt like the Vikings had a big competition was week 2 against the Eagles. And the Eagles smacked them. Smacked them bad. Smacked them. Shmack. Smacked them. Right? So I'm going with the Bills to win this game 27-24. I think, look, the injury to Josh Allen is more of a baseball injury. It's UCL, which is basically Tommy John surgery if he needs surgery, right? But it is a injury you could play through. But baseball players will rather not play through that injury because of the mechanics of the throwing. As Josh Allen, the mechanics of throwing the football is a little bit different from throwing a baseball, a little bit, right? So we got Josh Allen and this Bills offense, and it's not gonna. And honestly, I should have made this game a lot lower scoring. That's my only issue. I said Bills 27-24, but in all reality, I think Bills probably win this game 20-16, maybe. As Travis says, well, you just pissed off Megan. Probably did, man. I probably did. Hey, Megan should be happy though. If I lose, it's something else she can brag about again. So, but we got the Bills winning against the Vikings. But the Vikings find a way to win this game against that Bills really good defense. Oh baby, Vikings are a real deal team, right? They're already 7-1, I believe, on the year. I could be wrong, maybe 6-1 or 7-1. But Vikings finding ways to win these games. Eric says, "Oh Jesus, Los, what's up, Eric? What's good, man?" But right now we're going to Bills beating the Vikings 27-24. Ron, I'm out. Yes, sir, Ron. Take it easy, my brother. Take it easy, Ron. All right. And our next game on the docket, we have the Chicago Bears at home against the Detroit Lions. And makes it the Bucks. No chance, Lowe's. There she goes. Bears beat the Lions 22-14. Look, I don't know about you guys, and I'm hoping it's not a one and done kind of thing with Justin Fields. But the way my man's looked, the way he looked in that game, that loss to the Dolphins, that's got to be encouraging for bunch, a bunch of Chicago Bears fans. It's got to be very encouraging. And look, the Lions, we saw how they play outside of Ford's field. Yeah, not good, right? Lions look like a different team on the road. I think the Bears will win this game 22-14. Fairly close, but I do see the Bears running game with Fields and Montgomery and Herbert uh, really killing the Lions on this one. I think the Lions, it was more of the Packers shoddy offense than the Lions really good defense, right? Yeah, we'll find out. But I had the Bears. Look, it's a must win. The Bears are in the um. Look, the NFC is wide open. The wild card is going to be open all the way till week freaking 18. You got like 12 teams in the wild card race right now. So yeah, these are huge wins if the Bears can get this win. It feels like a must win by the Bears, and it feels like again they should win. Got Bears winning 22-14. Like I said, have you seen the Bucks lows? Really? Says get ready to be incorrected again. Like I said, I have a die-hard Bucks fan saying he hopes that Seattle gets the results. Enough said. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so let's go on to our next four games now. All right, here we go. Jaguars at the Chiefs. And I don't know. I feel like the Chiefs will score a lot of points in this game. So that's why I put 37. And if it's a crazy scoring affair, Chiefs are going to win by almost two touchdowns. I'm going 37 to 28, 23. And John says, damn internet. Oh, I'm sorry about that, brother. It's probably on my end. I have some frames being detected over the last couple minutes, so yeah. But hopefully it's not too bad. And don't ask about blitz. Makes the Bears on the other hand. Uh-oh. Yeah, but we had the Chiefs winning 37-23 over the Jaguars. I do think that Pat Mahomes, maybe not another 400-yard game, but the Chiefs' Achilles heels is their running game. When things get tight, can they run the football? And they show they cannot run that ball. Whether it's Edwards Alaire, whether it's Pacheco, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs in that running game, but it's not looking good. Jaguars have Travis Etienne, who's been balling. They got Christian Kirk, who looks pretty good as a number, let's call him half receiver, not the number half receiver. He's not a number one receiver, but he's also better than a number two receiver. So if you know what I mean. Chiefs will win this game though, 37-23. I believe that they will go ahead and establish dominance. The Chiefs in the AFC West are looking like the best team when you talk the Chargers and the Raiders and the Broncos. The Chiefs are the best team. All right. We have our Dolphins taking on the Browns. The Dolphins, I had the Dolphins winning one 27-21. Look, it might be a very high scoring game again. I see the Browns having to keep up with the Joneses. So I see the Browns throwing that football. And might be a high scoring game. We'll find out, man. But shout out to Tua Tagovailoa and his and company, man. The receiver skills, Jalen Waddle. You got Jalen Waddle. You got freaking Tyreek Hill. I mean, looking good. Mike Gesicki, that offense looking very scary. The running game with Mostert looks good as well. They have somebody else in the backfield. I forgot who it is already, but they look good. I give the Dolphins credit when I see them and they look good. I got them beating a close game against the Browns, 27-21. Dolphins win that one by 6 points. Let's see. John says, damn it, and they says, Chiefs, that's right. Basically, the Saints have no chance. You think the Bucks beat Seattle, dude. Hey, you never know, girl. Hey, you know what? The Saints beat the Seahawks, so I can brag about that. Travis says, never underestimate the Chiefs' ability to lose games. They have no business losing. Just ask the coach. True that. So I'm still recovering from the losses, John. I know, bro. That's a tough loss right there. But like it's NFL. Anyone can beat anyone in today's NFL. It is what it is. If let's say the best team, let's say the Eagles play the worst team, well, let's say the Texans, like, they won by 12, 29-17, and nine. If out of 10, the Eagles win 8 to 9 times, right? Texas may win one or two. Cleveland says, Generic says Cleveland needs this win. Can't get swept by the AFC East because they ain't beating Buffalo. Yeah, they lost to the Patriots and the Jets, right? Wow. But yeah, Dolphins win this one 27-21 in my opinion. At home. Because I'm taking any team playing the Saints. Oh, Lord, but you took the Seahawks over the Saints. And you lost that one. I got that one over you. Regardless of what happened, girl, the Saints still beat Seattle. The Giants will beat the Texans 21-10. That Giants defense, enough said. Houston on the road in New York, and it's getting kind of cold now. No chance, in my opinion. Houston's going to struggle in this game, I believe, just because they're on the road. If this game was in Houston, it might be a Houston victory or a closer game. But I have the Giants winning 21-10. Saquon Barkley's going to go off in this game, and that defense is going to cause havoc and turnovers against that Texans. Look, I like the Texans, but they have no weapons, none. They finally got this kid Damian Pierce, but he's already running the ball like freaking 25 times a game. Um, so it's Damian Pearson and it pretty much for the Texans because they have no receivers, and David Mills doesn't have the best O line in the game. So David Mills, like I said, he's not the best. He's a bottom tier starting quarterback. He is. It's just call it how it is. But there's no weapons. There's no weapons. So let's see. The Giants will win this one 21-10. Let's get it. Giants will win over the Texans 21-10. I think the Giants defense is just going to go out there and play Giants defense they've been playing all year. And they're fresh off a bye week as well, so they're very fresh. Yeah, they're going to dominate this game against Houston. They win 21-10. All right, last game on this docket, we have the Saints at the Steelers. And this one's one of those 50-50 games, two bad teams playing each other. But, man, who is more desperate? We're going to find out who is more desperate between the Saints and the Steelers. Who is more desperate? I'm gonna go off of, I guess, my heart, man. If it's 50-50, if it's 50-50, we're gonna go with the Saints winning 24-23. So Saints will win 24-23, but it's gotta be a Taysom Hill kind of game. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. The Steelers, that pass defense has shown vulnerability, and Watt still being out. It's a new Steelers kind of defense, but the Saints make any defense look good. So it's going to come down to time possession, who gets first downs, and we'll see about that. So basically, that's the only one low start. DA is the savior in New Orleans. I never said that. I never said that. You must have heard it from somebody else. But I never said that. He's the savior. Um, Travis says, speaking of cold, that's weird. Last Thursday, you could see and feel summer end. It was 70 early Thursday. Cold front came through and temp tanked. That's right, brother. Bring on the cold right now. It's currently, I believe, like 48 degrees where I'm at. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I actually have my air in my house turned off. The air in my house is turned off. So if you can hear me like extra clear today, it's because there is no air conditioning going on. My air conditioning or my heat or whatever, it makes loud noises. It goes crazy. Travis, it's 29 now. Where you at? Good God Almighty, man! I wish I was where you were. 29 degrees. Makes the same as in Seattle. I think it's the reason I got COVID. Yeah, it's just cold out there, girl. Just stay safe out there. Get over that. Well, we have the likes button right now, y'all. But yeah, I'm going with the Saints to beat the Steelers 24-23. I think this will be a Taysom Hill kind of crazy game, in my opinion. I think Taysom is going to have a good game. And he's going to be the reason why it's sad. But now it all depends on, my opinion, Taysom Hill and that play caller for New Orleans. As far as the Steelers, if they can get this win, that's huge. That is huge. That is huge. Carlos says, you think the Texans are going to get 10? Wow, Carlos. Thanks, Carl. I think so. I think they'll get 10 some kind of way, man. Here's our next game on the docket. What's up, Carl? Carl's in the building showing love, you guys. Smash that like button. We're at 27 likes. Thank y'all for that, man. I appreciate that. Let's get it, man. Mind you guys, we start our stream at 6:20 p.m. Central Time between the TCU Horned Frogs versus the Texas Longhorns. So get ready for that, man. Travis says, are you serious? You want below freezing temps? I thought I was the only weird one who enjoys cold weather. Oh no, I love the cold weather, brother. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska, my brother. Yeah, I'm born. I was raised in Anchorage, Alaska. Not born there, but I was raised for almost 9 years in Anchorage, Alaska. I love the cold weather. I am very cold blooded kind of human being. I love it. So yeah, we're all about the cold, man. The colder the better. Now, as far as me working outside, which I do, I work outside. I don't want it no less than 40. But talking about inside the house, relaxing, chilling. Yeah, I want my thing 29 degrees. I love freezing temperatures. I love it. I love it. All right, yeah, here we go. Next game, we have the Broncos after the bye week taking on the Tennessee Titans, and from what I'm hearing, it'll be Malik Willis again at quarterback. Titans are 1-1. Should have been 2-0, but they're 1-1 with Willis at quarterback. The Broncos, we saw them beat the Jaguars in London a few weeks ago. Now, can they bring that same type of winning tenacity to Tennessee? I'm gonna say yes. Only because that Broncos defense is so good. They're so good. The Titans, with that style, can only score so much. I got the Broncos winning this one 19-17. Might be a game-winning field goal by McManus. Who knows? Broncos win 19-17 in my opinion. Uh, but Russell Wilson, I figured the Broncos is their season right now to get things back on track. Call me crazy, but I still have the Broncos making the playoffs, regardless of how bad their start was. I had the Broncos making the playoffs, so it starts now. It started against Jacksonville. Now you have Tennessee against another AFC South opponent. So can the Broncos take care of business again? We'll find out. Broncos win is 19-17, barely win that one. Now here we go when it comes down to a 50-50 game, is in like two teams that I just don't know anything about. If you thought the Saints versus Steelers were bad, wait till you see Colts at the Raiders. I don't know. So pretty much I've said, you know what? The home team's going to win this one. Let's go with the Raiders. Now, we all know that Frank Reich got fired. And you know what? Deservedly so, because this team has just been on the But then, what this organization has done over the last few days, mind-boggling. And now it's like, who actually lost? Because Frank Reich is getting paid like $226,000 a month for the next 3 years till 2026. My man is going to get paid sitting down doing nothing if he chooses to do that. Getting paid. Some moolah, baby. And then the freaking coach, well, instead of the assistant coaches, offense and defense, maybe the special teams coordinator, maybe the OC, the DC, a linebackers coach, a corners coach, a safety guy, a secondary coach, I don't know, whatever, the running backs coach, they get a man off the streets. For the streets, for the streets, for the streets. They say our replacement is going to be Jeff freaking Saturday. Dude is fresh off of ESPN. The last time and the only time this man has had a head coaching gig was in the high school level. Tell me your team is trying to tank without telling me your team is trying to tank. Right. She says crazy. Crazy. Tell me your team is trying to tank without your team is trying to tank, man. It's crazy. Jeff Saturday. I don't get it. And watch these folks still beat the Raiders. Jeff Saturday's first call as the head coach, he took the video producer guy from the basement. Some young kid about 30 years old. Says, hey guy, way down there in the bottom of the basement, you're going to be my play caller this week against the Raiders. Come on up out the basement. I say, what is going on? Now look, this would be a great story if it comes out and the Colts say they win, I don't know, 5 of the next 7 games and they make a push for the wild card. Jeff Saturday becomes the head coach for real. Yada, 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 yada. I think Saturday doesn't even want to be a head coach. I think he's there to help out his old buddy, Jim Irsay, who's a freaking ex-drunk. You know what I'm saying? My man must still be on them stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but hey, whatever the coach want to do, man. They want to go ahead and tank hard. Hey, I'm not mad at you for tanking at all, man. Cause it's just Saturday, ain't no coach, man. Megan says my mind is blown by that. It is too. I don't know, man. Travis says, speaking of things tanking, what's up, Travis? What you got in mind, man? Carl says, just Saturday was Tim Tebow busy on ESPN for real. But nonetheless, let's get back to the game. I think the Raiders still win this game 24-17. It's kind of like the Raiders got to win this game. And mind you, if I'm Josh McDaniels, you better win this game or your butt is right back on the hot seat. Why did they go for Josh McDaniels as head coach anyways? I have no idea. Raiders just really ruffled my feathers in the wrong way. 24-17, Raiders will beat the Colts in my opinion. Here is our upset of the week. I got the big homie Kip Gaiman. So how's it going, Carlos? He says, if the Packers beat the Cowboys, I'll be happy for the rest of the season. I got Jew Bean. Said, best rookie. D lineman, Thibodeau. Not really shaking my head. He's had some flashes, though, Jubin. What's up, Jubin? He's had some flashes. Travis, just saying I had talked about the Temps tanking here. Then you bring the coach. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, yeah. Janae says, watch Jeff Saturday work out and they get 6 wins under him to finish 9-7-1, mid the playoffs as a 6 or 7 seed and get the AFC Championship game. The Chiefs. Wow, if that happens, yeah, hey, kudos to Jeff Saturday if that happens. But boy, that's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts about that, man. We're going with our upset of the week, y'all. Call me crazy, but we're going with the Green Bay Packers over the Dallas Cowboys. If it was in Dallas, I'd have said Dallas in a heartbeat, but it's in Green Bay. But one thing the Cowboys can do, which they've done all season pretty much, is bring their defense and bring their running game to the table. And you can bring that anywhere, home, away, outer space, London, Europe, Mexico. It doesn't matter. Dallas has a great defense and they have a good running game. They will bring that into Green Bay, but Green Bay is still Green Bay and it's still Lambeau Field. If there's ever a time for the Lambeau Field gods to help the Packers win a game, it's this game right here. It is this game right here. Mind you, Packers have a good defense. They're gonna go ahead and not get overwhelmed by that Dallas offense. And Dallas offense, to be honest, they're still trying to find their offense. And their passing game, their running games look good. Whether it's Zeke Elliott or Tony Pollard, running game is good. Their passing offense has been okay. They want to get better. Packers defense at home, they're not gonna just sit back and let the Cowboys go crazy. Now it's all about the Packers offense versus that Dallas stout defense. What can Aaron Rodgers do? I don't know. I don't know. But I got a feeling. This is one of those gut feelings. This isn't even 50-50, right? It's a gut feeling. In my gut, the Packers will gut a win out of this, man. Keeps not really Aaron Rodgers is undefeated in the Cowboy Stadium. Well, it feels like Aaron Rodgers was always beating the Lions, and they lost that one, although he wasn't undefeated against the Lions. But yeah, it's a weird type of season, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. And it's still cold there. Cowboys don't play in that very often. It's very cold in Green Bay. I'm assuming probably 30s and 20s. But for sure, maybe 30. So yeah, that's why I'm going with the elements, and I'm going with the Packers squeaking out a win, 22-16. And our last game on the docket, Rams at home against the Cardinals. This was a 50-50 kind of game. I went with the home team. I think the Rams will win this one because of Aaron Donald. Every time he faces Kyler Murray, he salivates. He loves playing against Kyler Murray. Murray is always, for the most part, running for his freaking life against the Rams. I got the Rams sweeping the Cardinals. This time they win 21-20. Ramsey against Hopkins. We'll find out how that plays out. And I think everything the Cardinals do well, the Rams can stop. And then it's about Stafford, who's in concussion protocol. I think he will play in this game, though. I haven't heard anything outside of him not playing this game. So I do think that the Rams will find a way to win this game. But I still have it very close, though. But the Rams will win 21-20 over the Cardinals. Barely. Barely. It's going to be a barely kind of game, but I have the Rams win this one 21-20. And in our final games, we have 2 games on the docket out. Uh, Sunday night football, and kudos to the NFL for flexing this game 2 weeks ago to this outlet. Who was the original game though? Was it Titans? Because Rams can't choose the cards ever. Don't know what that means, Megan. But I had the 49ers over the Chargers by a score of 26-17. I feel like the 49ers at home are going to really show off against the Chargers team. That Chargers offense is going to struggle, and the Chargers offense has been struggling. We are so accustomed to seeing Herbert throw 300 yards plus every game. He's done it like twice this year in like 8 games. So this offense come back down to earth pretty much. Austin Eckler still looks good when he gets the ball a lot. But outside of that, man, this team is really struggling on offense. I think the 49ers at home will take advantage of every single misfortune the Chargers will have. And look, let's call it ace of spade, man. Christian McCaffrey is going to dominate in this zone read run offense. They are going to dominate. Oh, it was Steelers and Bengals. Flexed out for Chiefs and Chargers? Really? Steelers and Bengals. Okay. Said Chiefs and Chargers. I don't know. It was somebody else though, wasn't it? Let me see. I think it was the Titans game. I think it was Titans and Broncos. Wasn't it Broncos and Titans at Sunday Night Football, and they got flexed out to Chiefs and Chargers? But kudos to the NFL for doing that. We're tired of seeing Russell Wilson and the Broncos on prime time, anyways. So, if that was the game that was flexed out, I'm not quite sure. Uh, but the Niners will beat the Chargers 26-17, in my opinion. I like what the Chargers, their fighting spirit, but if they could find a way to win this game, oh man. But I said it like this is a team, this is a game where the Chargers are from the jump supposed to lose. Those are the games they never win. Oh, I'm talking about next week. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the game flex. I apologize, y'all. That was the game flexed out. All right, not the Niners and Chargers. It's the Chiefs and Chargers. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it was Chiefs and Chargers next week, not Niners and Chargers. For the Bengals and Steelers, kudos to the NFL for that. Kudos to the NFL. Kudos to them. So we have Chargers back-to-back weeks playing Sunday Night Football. Oh, good for them. It's going to be a good game, too, Chargers and 49ers. But yeah, I got the Niners win that one. Chris McCaffrey's going to have a field day against Chargers defense. Chargers defense on paper looks phenomenal, but it's on paper. Outside of paper, their defense is not good. Not that good. All right, and then for Monday Night Football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. We have the Eagles win this one 24-14, but it is a divisional game. It should be a tightly game. I don't think the Eagles blow them out, not by you know not by 20 something points. I think it's be a 10-point game. Eagles win 24-14. That Eagles defense has been flying and soaring everywhere. Shout out my boy Chauncey Gardner Johnson, man, getting INT after INT after INT. I'm still salty about him being gone from New Orleans. But the Eagles win this one 24-14, in my opinion. They'll beat the Commanders. Commanders, look, they gotta get that pass game going on, but I don't see how McLaurin fares with Darius Slay. I think it might be a tough matchup. Also, Brian Robinson, the running game might get shut down to the Eagles. It might be a game where Gibson's got to be on the field more for the Commanders. But the Eagles, I like what they bring to the table, man, in this game. And anything Washington is good at, once again, I think the Eagles will shut that down. And then we have for the Eagles on offense, Jalen Hurts is making play after play after play. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Philadelphia this year. They're gonna win this game. Monday Night Football by a score of 24-14, y'all. Let's go back over our picks and predictions, y'all. So we're already 1-0. Panthers beat the Falcons by a score of 25-15. I picked them to win 19-13. We got the Bucks beating the Seahawks in Germany by a score of 23-20. The Bills beating the Vikings 27-24. We had the Bears beating the Lions 22-14 at home. We had the Chiefs at home beating the Jaguars 37-23. Had the Dolphins at home beating the Browns 27-21. We got the Giants at home beating the Texans 21-10. Got the Saints on the road beating the Steelers 24-23. Might come back and haunt me. We had the Broncos on the road beating the Titans 19-17. Vegas at home beating the Colts 24-17. Packers at home beating the Cowboys 22-16. We have the Rams at home beating the Cardinals 21-20. And then we have Niners at home beating the Chargers 26-17. And the Eagles at home beating the Commanders 24-14. Y'all, that is it, man. That is it. I want to thank y'all for the love and support, man. We're on here for about a good hour and 20 minutes. You guys are awesome, bro. I appreciate that. That is our picks and predictions for week 10. So, hey, read them and weep them, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, once again, PJ's record is 121 0-1. My record is 77 58 and 1. And hopefully, we win all 14 games this week. Hopefully. And we'll see what happens, y'all. So we are pretty much done with this one. Mind you guys, we'll come back on at 6:20 p.m. Central Time. 6:20 p.m. Central Time, ladies and gentlemen. That is 30 minutes from now. We have college football at its finest. The TCU Horned Frogs will take on the Texas Longhorns in a battle of Big 12 supremacy, number 4 versus number 18, you guys. PJ, any last words? She said, fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, says PJ. All right, y'all. For the homegirl, PJ, I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. It is our Week 9 recap and our Week 10 picks and predictions. Back says PJ taking Seattle. She is taking Seattle because they have a better record than the Bucks. So, yeah, PJ is definitely taking Seattle. Today says, catch y'all in a half, hour and a half. That's right, man. That's right. I'll be on in about 30 minutes, though. I'll be on in 30 minutes. But, yeah, I'll see you in about an hour and a half then, brother. And that is it, man. Just I want to hear PJ's picks right now. She needs to prove her record. I'm skeptical. What's your picks right now? He wants to hear it. Let's go. She said everyone who wins. That's not a pick. That is not a pick. I can say that. Everyone who wins? Whatever, girl. All right. She said everyone who wins, y'all. So that's her picks right now. Everyone who wins. All right, y'all. For the homegirl PJ, I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. See you guys in about 30 minutes, man, for TCU versus Texas Longhorns in the battle of the Big 12 supremacy. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace. Later, mama. Roger, guys. See you guys in about 30 minutes. We're out.